but I'll tell you where there is a win. We're going to build a country. I did it once. 2 months ago, we had the greatest economy in the history of the world, the best employment numbers we've ever had in history, right? I mean, everybody agrees. Even CNN agrees with that one.
Damn it. Let me see. Maybe I just didn't see it on my phone because it didn't reset. Let me see. And okay, I think we are live. We are live.
Tucker, come here, buddy.
The other, but I'll tell you where there is a win. We're going to build a country. I did it once. 2 months ago, we had the greatest economy in the history of the world, the best employment numbers we've ever had in history, in one way or the other. But I'll tell you where there is a way, the other. But I'll the other, the other. But I'll tell you where there is a win. We're going to build a country. I did it once. 2 months ago, we had the greatest economy in the history of the world, the best employment numbers we've ever had in history, right? I mean, everybody agrees. Even CNN agrees with that one. But I will say this, we're going to do it again, and that's what we're starting. And I view these last couple of days as the beginning. We're going to build the greatest economy in the world again, and it's going to happen pretty fast.
It's going to happen pretty fast. Whoa. I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark. Exclusive rabbit hole news. Guys, we got a hell of a show tonight planned. I got the one and only XRP Venture is here. Venture, it's truly a pleasure having you on the show again. I'm honored. Thank you so much, my brother. How are you doing tonight?
All right. Good. Thanks, man. What is it? Is this my third or fourth time?
This could be third or fourth or fifth time. I'm actually going to try a new feature tonight really quick, guys. I noticed instead of me tweeting from my phone, I noticed there's a tweet button right here. Let me see something. Oh, I can't type in XRP After Dark because then it would trigger. Let me see, live stream.
You want us to leave this in your car for you? Just
time.
No, I have one there already. Yeah.
Okay.
Hit.
Thank you.
Link. Join. Stream. Okay, so that works. Sent that to Facebook right there. And I'm going to send this to Twitter. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I didn't tweet that. Hold on. Why is it saying that right there? All right, guys, I'm just trying to tweet this to Facebook and I'm trying to tweet this to Facebook and Twitter real quick.
I've never seen you on Facebook, but I've never really looked for you on Facebook. I have looked for you on TikTok. I haven't found you yet.
I can't even find my own TikTok. I lost it. All right, so that should have worked.
I'm on TikTok.
No way, you're on TikTok?
Yeah, I haven't done anything, but I'm on there.
Okay, so now we bring that back. Here we are.
I
Bam.
just watch all the
We should be good.
all the funny stuff.
Yeah, TikTok is kind of crazy. It's kind of addicting. It's a little bit of addicting. I remember, I think I binge watched TikTok for like 8 hours one time, and then I didn't mess with it for like 2 months, and then I binge watched it again. But
yeah, it pisses my wife off.
and so you got the TikTok addiction.
Yeah.
Guys, I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark. Guys, tonight we got a very special guest on the show, XRP Venture. We're going to talk about the global reset, and I'm going to call this show The Truth, because I believe that Venture is going to speak some truth to us tonight. First thing first, I want to give a huge shout out to the Bullish family real quick. Crypto Fail, Carl Eric B, Rose is here. What up, Rose? Matt XRP11, Montana Crypto Love, Bullish Brodus, Mike Mans, Let's Go Bullzilla. What up, Mike Mans? Crypto Cast, good to see you, my brother. Matt Marrow, Carl Eric B, Miss C, good to see you, Miss C. Max Stars, Crypto Queen is in the building. What up, Crypto Queen? Red Pill, what up, bro? Good to see you. Much love to you. I got you, bro. XRP Joe, Crypto Cave, Bet the Vet, Deshaun the Legend Goodwin, Source Mans, J Mart, XRP Heart, good to see you, XRP Heart, Victor Gonzalez, Scott, Bullish Brodus, I think I got everybody. Mark Callie, Jeffrey Green, XRP Heart, Kojo, Crypto Crazy, XRP Heart, Jim Van Gel, Dan Carney. Whoo! A lot of people here. Venture, the Bullish family is growing big time.
That's good.
That is good. More crypto pioneers. So what are you up to, dude? It looks like you're on the side. You're on the road. You're driving. What are you up to? What's Venture up to right now?
We put a gallon of gas in. I figured, well, I have that. I better go to a gas station and put some gas in the truck.
Okay,
So, but I'm not holding the phone, just so everybody knows. Don't want anybody mad at me for shouldn't be streaming and driving. I got two hands on the wheel.
Wow, it did work. I found an easier way to tweet. We're live, guys, so we won't have to worry about me
So,
waiting to tweet no more. Venture, it's an honor to have you on the show, especially you're on the side of the road. Would you say you just ran out of gas?
yeah, I ran out of gas and I had to call my sister and she brought me some.
Oh, for real? What is it? You just didn't feel like stopping by the gas stations?
Yeah, now I'm going to go to the gas station and put some in the tank.
You know what I do with the gas station?
Half a gallon.
I just go ahead and fill it up because you know it reduces your chances of catching the epidemic because the less you have to touch the gas pump every day, or you know a couple. Yeah, you only want to touch that thing once.
Yeah. Well, the next time I'm on your show, that'd be the 5-Timer Club.
Oh, 5 times.
I'm gonna have to get a CKJ jacket for 5 times.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the one Tiger Woods got. The what do they call that? The
On SNL?
yeah, the one. No, the one when you win the World Cup.
Oh.
Or the
Yeah.
I forget what they
I
call
guess
it. I'm not a big time golfer like that.
Well, I'm just going from SNL when they have a host. You host for the 5th time. You join the 5-Timers Club.
Oh, the 5. Okay, I see what you're saying. That's what they do on SNL. Uh-oh, I hope I didn't lose you. Uh-oh, do not tell me I lost you, Venture. I hope I didn't lose you.
No, somebody's trying to call me.
Okay. We didn't lose you, Venture. Guys, I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark. Guys, what we are going to be covering tonight is the global reset. We're going to talk about the epidemic a little bit and how it plays into the financial reset as far as, let me get up here, the global reset, money reimagined, special guest, XRP Venture, XRP After Dark. I really appreciate everybody being here. If you guys can smash some thumbs up and hit that subscribe, it means the world. That's for sure. I see Jake Kills, Jeffrey Bound, Lava, Malachi, Lawrence, Dan Carney. Good to see you guys. So what's going on, Venture? Before we went live, we were talking about, you know, and even with the messages, you know, and even I was talking to Viking earlier today on the phone, and he was even giving me a scenario where he was talking to an older lady, and a lot of people aren't believing, you know, the situation with, you know, is there enough reason for the economy to be shut down completely, or is there a specific reason the economy shut down? What is all your thoughts on what is going on with this economy, with maybe going cashless? Does it all play? You know, what's your thoughts on this, Venture? The green jacket. Thank you, Jeffrey
Well,
Brown.
there's a lot of people.
Okay.
A lot of people that don't think that this has the merit to shut down the entire world and the entire economy of the world. You know, everybody's turning it into a big political fight. Oh, Trump didn't do the right things. He didn't listen to the science. He's not fit to be president. And you know, it's just a joke. But I absolutely, here's the part that bugs me.
Okay.
That the dang thing has a patent. I don't know who would approve of a patent without approving of the vaccine for the potential pandemic it could cause.
Okay.
Doesn't that kind of make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
If you're going to approve, somebody has the ability to make this disease, then part of their patent submission probably ought to be the vaccine that cures it.
Okay.
So if there ever is a breakout, we know what to do about it.
Exactly. Now, my question on that really quick is now, you know, even with Trump, I seen Trump tweet yesterday something about fake news at an all-time high. Fake news at an all-time high. Now, I did run across there is a possible patent for this epidemic right now. But I didn't look into that as much because I felt maybe that was kind of conspiracy theory. I mean, did you look into that as where there really is a patent? Like, wow, like, you know, Bill Gates patented this in 1988, or, you know, it's really on the books, or, you know, or is that going into, because I second look everything now. Is there a patent? Is that conspiracy?
No.
Like, no. Huh. It's
No.
It's just kind of weird. I mean, it's hard to know what to believe these days.
I know. Then that's why, you know, Trump's battle against the media, if it's brought to the attention of everybody that there is fake news out there.
Okay.
I mean, you get all these hypocritical politicians saying, "Oh, you got to wear a mask. You don't need to wear a mask, and you got to wear a mask." And then they all do these news conferences, and nobody's wearing a mask. You know,
That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird too. It's like, do you think like when Trump is doing the meetings, what everybody in that room is what vaccinated or tested
No,
or what do you think the scenario is when they even do the press conference?
no, they on the back of the chairs, you can see before it starts, they put tape papers to the chair in front showing the spacing, so everybody has got social distancing in the room.
Oh, within the within the meeting.
Within the meeting, you'll see that they don't have just a sea of media filling every chair. They're about every third chair over.
Wow.
So, I mean, there's some of that going on.
Now, how does it look? If you don't mind me asking, what city, or you don't have to say city. What state are you in, and what's the feel of the economy there and the environment there? I mean, is everything closed? Restaurants closed, and everything's closed.
Yeah, we're in Arizona.
Okay.
And they say we'll open up on the 15th of the month.
Of this month.
Okay. I'm quite sure everybody is ready to open yesterday.
Now, is that an issue under the governor, or is how are they working that there?
It's just the governor's call.
Okay, governor's call, state by state, and they're saying the call for what? What kind of opening are they calling for on the 15th?
I'm sure it's a slow open. We're good. Let's start with some restaurants. Let's start with some parks, and then we'll do the gyms and the beauty salons later.
Oh, I hope the gyms ain't later. I'm hoping I guess the gym may be later. Oh, that would be horrible. That would be horrible.
That's because you guys are over there sweating on all the equipment and licking everything.
I know that's what I was thinking too. If I go to the gym, is what everybody gonna have masks on. It would still look kind of really, really weird within the gym. So you're in Arizona, and so the governor's calling for the economy to reopen there on the 15th.
Right.
But what's your thoughts on this whole shutting down of the economy? Like as we were talking, I mean, do you think this is part of a bigger plan of,
Absolutely.
If I can actually just show like a part of this clip really quick, really quick, guys. Before I was talking to Venture earlier, but I got a clip here from George Bush, and it says aggressive action. Go ahead. Aggressive action needed to save banks. Now this is from 2008 right here, and this is George Bush, and it's pretty much talking how they're going to pump money into the banks. And you guys just listen to maybe 1 second of this clip right here.
Our nation is dealing with a serious financial crisis. Over the past month, Americans have witnessed fast-moving events involving complicated financial issues. I know many of you are concerned about your finances. So this morning I want to tell you how we're addressing the uncertainty in our economy.
So basically from there he's going to go into, we're going to pump some major money into within the banks. We're going to, combine the government within the banks. So what I was saying to Venture, Bush and his father are both Yale. Go ahead, Venture. Take it from there. It looks like you want to intermediate.
Yeah, we didn't see or hear anything.
Oh, you can't hear that?
We didn't hear it or see it.
Oh, so the whole time I'm playing that, you guys couldn't hear that. So you guys couldn't hear the Bush clip talking right there?
Nope.
Oh, no, that sucks. Okay, so I guess I can't play that clip. So what about this Trump clip right here? Can you guys hear this one?
I'll tell you where there is a win. We're going to build a country. I
did it on your
didn't
phone and hold it up to the microphone.
Could you guys hear Trump talking either?
No.
Hold on. J. Kill says I heard it. So hold on. I think maybe Venture, you couldn't hear the Trump clip. So hold on. Is it
maybe because I'm tied into this Zoom call? Maybe that's why I couldn't hear it.
Okay. So hold on. I think the audience can hear the Bush clip, right?
Good.
Help me out here, Carney. Okay, so you guys can hear the Bush clip.
The federal government has responded to this crisis
I got to go in here and
with
pay for some
systematic
gas
and aggressive measures to protect the financial.
So basically, it's George Bush who says the federal government is responding to this matter. We're going to pump some money. We're going to basically feed the banks money. You know, I kind of believe that, you know, Bush is a Skull and Bones member. His father's Skull and Bones member. And now Steve Mnuchin, who is a Skull and Bones member, all from Yale. Now the Trump administration and Steve Mnuchin have took over the Fed. And what was that one comment you said about George Bush made a comment about something about free market or the economy?
Yeah, it was something he took a lot of heat for back in '08. He
Okay.
said, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We have to abandon free market principles to save the free market. And he got a lot of heat for that.
Wow, that's amazing. That's kind of ironic, guys, that that Venture knew offhand that George Bush said that, because me personally, I kind of believe it started in '08, because that's when the first financial collapse happened, right, in '08. And then from there, they said it was the financial collapse of '08 that led to the birth of Bitcoin. And it's kind of like an ongoing event from that moment that led to this moment.
Well, they never fixed the problems that caused that crisis. I know we've all heard that 100 times, but the reality of it is the whole idea about abandoning free market principles. In a free market, you would never bail out the banks or General Motors, or I think Ford's the only one that didn't take money.
Okay.
But a free market would be, you know, you either make it or on your own or you die.
Okay.
You know? But we were going to bail them out. And of course we did.
Now, what was your thoughts? You know, just say, for example, Venture was president at that moment. You know, and we're a free market economy, and we clearly see that Bush maybe, you know, combined, you know, maybe took away some of that free market with the bailout. I mean, do you think that was the right thing to do, or what was your thoughts? What's your thoughts at that time in history?
Well, they did 850 billion.
Okay.
And bailouts to the top 9 biggest banks.
Okay.
With the idea to help loosen up credit and lending, because businesses couldn't borrow money to make payroll.
Okay.
So, but what they should have done, they gave the top 9 banks 25 billion each, without any requirements to lend, even though the whole goal was to free up and create an ease of lending.
Okay.
What they should have done, since they know the banks are all heavily regulated anyway, they should have sat down with each of those 9 banks and said, okay, what percentage of your loans, you do 100% of your loans, what percentage end up as bad loans? Oh, 25% are bad.
Okay.
Well, great. Then what we want to do is we want to give you 25 billion in loan guarantees against your 25% bad ones. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So that means instead of 25 billion, it's in effect giving them the ability to loan out 100 billion, with the 25 billion is the guaranteeing that their bad ones will be covered.
Wow, that's insane. That's insane.
But they didn't give them any requirements for lending. So what did they do? They were given the loans because they were too big to fail.
So basically,
then what they did is they took that 25 billion and went out and bought up all the community banks that only had 12 branches.
Okay.
And made themselves even bigger yet again.
Okay.
Too big to fail. Because those community banks were in trouble too. It wasn't just the biggest ones. So.
No, is this like a revolving plan? Because it's almost, I'm telling you from this George Bush speech I watched, I mean, it's almost word for word what kind of Trump said. Like you said, you know, they did this massive bailout, but there was really no fix. I mean, is it the fix this time is to be a global economy? Is that the fix? Is it the digital currency, globalization, interoperability? I mean, what's different this time than that time?
Nothing, just that we're further in debt than we were, and we're worse. We have less ability to do it. Back then, the Fed had, 4 and 5% interest, and they could knock 2 or 3% off and still not get into negative interest rates.
Okay.
And in doing that, they were able to spur the real estate market back, by having 2 and 3% interest mortgages, for the first time in 40 years.
I like to welcome
So,
everybody to XRP. Go ahead, Venture. You're going to get your gas. I like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark, guys. We got Venture at the gas station tonight. I got a special guest, XRP Venture, on the show. We're talking about the epidemic, the pandemic, the global reset, which I believe, me personally, while Venture stepped out, I believe this all plays into interoperability of, creating a global society. And the way the economy is shut down right now, I think they're implementing this technology within the banking system. And because like Venture said, I mean, when Bush decided to go from interject and take away free market, take away a percentage of free market. I mean, he shouldn't have done that at all. You're saying, or you're
no,
saying it was necessary? What's your thoughts
no,
right there?
those banks took the risk and took the gamble. They should have been allowed to reap the reward of those gambles and those decisions, and they should have failed. And in that chance, giving those community banks a chance to become a big bank.
Okay.
But the whole purpose of the free market is to let.
Yeah, I love getting Venture's take. That's one of my favorite things. Is always getting the wisdom and the knowledge. Because it reminds me of growing up. I've always had mentors and people I listen to, and you can actually learn a lot from somebody that's been there, done that. Wisdom time. Go ahead, Venture. Give it to us.
From an old guy.
No, you're a young, handsome
Okay.
man. Stud.
Hang on.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Be very careful, Venture. I don't want nothing to happen to you on the show.
I'm almost back to my house.
Your wife would kill me. Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, we're all right. It's all good.
You're okay.
But
G-Man made it.
some of the things that piss you off about what they did is like, you know who AIG is?
Yeah, AIG, like what? Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac?
No, those are Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac.
Okay.
AIG is a completely different company. AIG was one of the largest insurance companies in the world.
Okay.
And when they did that TARP bailout, part of the restrictions, one of the very few they even put on it, was that it could only go to banks. What they did is they made AIG, this insurance company, they made them a bank overnight.
Wow.
All of a sudden, this insurance company is a bank. And they got, I think, 75 billion. And the reason they did that, and the reason they got 75 billion, and then a week later they were out of money and they needed more money. The reason they did that is because AIG owed Goldman Sachs 35 billion. So the only way you can make sure your buddies get paid is to give money to the people that owe money to your buddies.
Damn. Wow. That's so ironic that you said that, because I'm actually gonna the story I read today, you would not believe how it swung full circle as far as a major player in this whole event at this time, people don't realize, was Greg Phillips also. Greg Phillips was a key player at Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac during the Bush crisis, and he was even named in one of the lawsuits at Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Greg Phillips, named the defendant. And if you guys know now, Greg Phillips actually is responsible for writing the executive order with Steve Mnuchin, and now Greg Phillips is also on the Ripple board of directors. So I just think there's so much more going on. It's so ironic too, because when basically Greg Phillips was at Fannie Mae, I think he resigned from that position right before the collapse, and then he got a job at BlackRock, and his job was to review Fannie Mae's books or something. It's a crazy scenario. It's insane. Venture, I hate to cut you off, guys, but I gotta make an announcement real quick. Guys, not only is the market on fire, I said I hate to cut you off, Venture, but I gotta make a quick announcement. Can you hear me okay? You hear me, Venture? Venture. Did he freeze on me? Can you guys hear me okay out there? Really quick, guys, I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark to the green stream. Are we still live? I'd like to welcome everybody to the green stream. And guys, Bitcoin, okay, thank you, Big Time Rose. Bitcoin just broke $10,000. Bitcoin just broke $10,000. Venture, I got to. I'm sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, Venture. Here it is right here, guys. Here's the prices on the market right here. The whole market is on fire as we speak. Bitcoin is pumping 10%, damn near 9% on Bitcoin. It just passed $10,000. It broke the $10,000 mark on Bitcoin. XRP is at 22 cent, pumping 2%. And Tezos 276. Stellar is up 7 cent right there. So I just wanted to announce that really quick, Venture, that welcome everybody to the green stream. That's pretty amazing right
Thank
there.
you, sir.
Oh, so it looks like you're in your seat now. It looks like you're in your stream.
Yeah,
It looks like you're in your
porch.
Venture finally made it to a streaming chair. Yeah, Rose got a green stream. I want to give a huge shout out to Montana Crypto Love. Thank you, Montana Crypto Love, for the $10 bomb, dude. Montana Crypto Love, much love to you, bro. You've been like a super supporter of this channel. Thank you so much. Good evening, fam. What up, CKJ Crypto Love? Much love to you, dude. Big time. Level playing field. Yeah, the market's on fire, guys. Welcome to the green stream. Whenever we stream here, Venture, the market is always green. Go ahead, take it, Venture.
Do you think CZ and Binance has done more for this industry than Ripple? And it's 300 or 400 highly talented, highly paid employees and its partnerships?
No, do I think CZ or Ripple has done more?
CZ and his company Binance.
Okay.
Do you think they've done more for this industry than Ripple and its talented staff and its partnerships?
I mean, I know they laid a lot of groundwork, but I don't know. Ripple's been messing around since Bitso 2013. I mean, they kind of been I don't know. Ripple's like really like, you know, webbed in behind the scenes with a lot of things.
Yeah, it's almost incestual. It's crazy.
It's crazy the way you can just track it to so many old things. I mean, why do you bring that scenario up? I'm kind of curious. Scott, you rock.
Because it pissed me off yesterday when I looked and saw that BNB is $16 and XRP is 21 cents.
Okay. So we're on the same page then. Okay.
Just the sheer value of who's brought what to the space. You know, Ripple clearly has brought more attention to bringing and getting regulation passed, getting partnerships and solutions put together to where if anybody should be $16, it should be XRP.
I'm with you on that big time. And that's something the XRP Army is really pissed about and wants to know why. Why is it that, you know, a project with so much utility, so many partnerships, laid so much groundwork, so many connections is at 20 cents, which, I mean,
So much promise.
What's your thoughts on that one, Venture? It seems like you put some thought to that.
If you went back 7 months and looked at my older videos, every single time I say the same thing. That is incredibly suspicious.
Okay.
To me, that nobody talks about it and that the price is so low. It's like they're waiting to drop the bomb. And then it'll be too late. You either own it or you don't, or now you're buying it at, you know, $32 a token.
So do you think the value of XRP right now is clearly should be a higher value, or should it be that BNB should be clearly much lower value?
I think BNB, the fact that you get trading discounts, probably is worth every bit of $3. But I think XRP should be $32.
I'm with you on that big time. I think I can agree with you big time. Yeah, if you really think about it, what BNB coin is $16, $45 at all-time high, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. But it's just a little in-house token.
Yeah, you're right about that too. It's an in-house token. Yeah, you're
My mortgage company, or my title company downtown is not going to let me pay for this house with BNB.
you got
At
that.
some point, they will let me pay with XRP. When we start tokenizing properties,
Okay.
I mean, I don't care if it's a Rembrandt painting or if it's physical real estate. Everybody will accept XRP anytime you want to trade them some for anything else they got that you want. By the way, I've been meaning to ask you, how come you're still streaming from the old place?
Huh?
You just moved all your gear? You're not in your new place right now, are you?
That's right. I think you haven't been around that much lately, Venture. So much has changed in my life, my brother. So much has changed
Well,
on
the
my.
last, yeah, I had a lot going on there for a little bit, but the last I knew, you were painting every day. But
Yeah.
that
Scenarios.
that looks like the same corner you used to be in.
I'm in the same place.
Okay,
I didn't move.
you did not move,
I did not move.
but you gave the man a new paint job and dolled it up for him.
Uh, I didn't move. I didn't move. Me and Pickle didn't move.
Oh,
We're right here.
I see.
Right here with the Bullish family nightly. XRP After Dark every night at
So
7
you
p.m.
say
EST.
CKJ moved?
Huh? What the hell's going on here?
I'm just trying to get brought up to speed here.
Huh? I thought we were talking about the global reset here.
Well, we
Huh? Oh no! This. Oh lordy! Oh man! I
oh
don't.
Lord. Okay.
That's yeah. We're gonna save that story for another show.
Okay.
That's a whole nother show. That's for sure.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah. So that's the one thing that kind of I'm curious about too. It's like for example, I did go to your channel, and I noticed that you haven't dropped a video in I think like a month. Um, and I do understand the epidemic is going on, and everybody's very busy. Uh, So what has Venture been up to though? Why haven't we seen any content out of Venture? And why it seems like you've been a little
But
bit out of the loop lately. But
yeah, it's been longer than a month. The truth is,
okay,
I got a little down and even depressed that we go backwards. You know, you go
okay,
for it's hard enough to accept 32 cents. Then you go down to 18, and you're like, what the son of a mother,
okay,
and it's like I don't want to do a video if I can't be bullish and chipper and happy and supportive, and I can be, but I think it'll come across that he's full of crap. But the reality is this is constant news.
These guys are so crazy. I'm sorry about that, Venture. You just started something. Everybody in the stream is commenting on that now, and it's like they're just making crazy comments. You know how social media is. Everybody's like, uh-oh.
So tell me what they're saying.
No, oh yeah, basically, Dan Carney was like awkward, because it was like an awkward moment. Okay, like it was like an awkward moment, and then somebody saying the Miss CKJ story is probably better, and she couldn't wait till Moon. That makes about sense too. She couldn't wait till Moon. Some people could, some people do get impatient, I guess. Hey, I can tell
Well,
you, I can tell you one thing. I will say this: when it came down to me separating with my crypto, I chose crypto. Oh no! Oh my God, that might be a wrong. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Nah, but all jokes aside, I'm knee deep in crypto. What can I say?
well, the reality is I haven't sold anything either, and I won't. But it is frustrating that because for so long, I mean, we were waiting for Fidelity back in last February. We were waiting for back, and then we were waiting for some other May, and then we were waiting for swell, and
I'm
then
with you.
then we were waiting for Christmas, and now we're freaking 5 months into a new year, and it's like, and we get up to a.
Can you guys still hear me okay?
I don't believe
Okay.
it's not possible.
I'm actually really glad you said that, Venture, because I was really curious on maybe getting like some honest feedback from like, people that have been in crypto for a few years. Are people really getting like frustrated? Are they getting tired of waiting? Does it play with people's emotions enough to where, they were involved in something and they were expecting something to happen by a certain time and it didn't? Um, I guess, it's different strokes for different folks, but I was really curious on that factor right there,
I actually would go through 10 years of this to get ultimately the reward that I think is going to come.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. You can remember 10 years ago and you didn't have anything. And, if you had bought Apple stock 10 years ago, you'd be a big deal today. So I'm not dead yet.
I think that kind of rings a bell too. Maybe it's just like some people maybe like I just 2018. I remember 2018 and everybody was so hyped that there was just going to be this massive bull run with the XRP by the end of the year. And I think we all like really believe that too, because we just came from like a baby bull run where it shot from 30 cents to $4. So of course
Right.
we're thinking history's going to repeat itself, even if it didn't go to 5, 8, 9. We're thinking, hey, $5, $4, $5, easy, especially 4 already, back to 5
$5.89.
easily, and it didn't happen. And then I guess
But
2019 it didn't happen.
at this point, I'd take that.
Yeah, I take that myself, and I think we are going to get that though. That's for sure.
Of course we are.
Of course we are. And that's my biggest thing too, is like just he messed me up with that one question. He threw me off my game big time over here. Oh Lordy, he got me with that one. Oh Lordy. So where was we at? Talking about global reset. So okay. So I do want to talk about that, the frustration of it not moving to that point. So does that make people want to not pay as close attention to the market and say, oh, what the hell, I'm taking a break from crypto? Or do they say, oh, I'm just going to focus on other things, I'm going to give crypto a break? What state of mind is a person at in between moon?
You've been good about telling people or trying to help people understand when you start creating content, there's some effort in it. And even for me, I kind of have to psych myself up to do a video.
Okay.
I got to shave and I got to put on the hat and I got to do all the, and for me, it was kind of a step back. Just, you almost don't want to hear about it because it's almost disappointing. You don't want to, because you hate when people you've told about it, ask you, so how's that investment going for you? Well, it's 16 cents. You ought to get some.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm with you.
I mean, I helped my mother-in-law buy XRP at 42 cents.
Okay.
That's not a great conversation to want to have when how's it doing? Well, you can't explain everything. You got some explaining to do, Lucy.
Oh my God. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
You cannot describe this market or this industry to somebody in a few sentences.
I'm with you on that. My biggest. Go ahead, Venture.
Well, I would ask you, is there a global currency reset going on?
I'm definitely going to answer that, but I kind of want to go off of that a little bit. I'm kind of glad you shared that too, guys, because that's one thing that I think I do see a lot of time where people get frustrated because of Or like Venture said, you might have got a family member in at 42 cent, and how's the price doing today? It's at 20 cent, and it is taking a little bit longer than most have thought. Because if in the beginning of 2018, I would have banked 20 at the end of the year. Moon 2019, same thing. You could not have told me no different. But at the same time, it's like we see the momentum building. Like Jay Kills just said. Jay Kills just said right in here somewhere. I get more excited as time goes on. I mean, that's kind of like how I feel. I'm getting more excited as time goes on. Of course, I could use Moon, but I just really feel like we're involved in something that's massive. I mean, is that how the Bullish family feels? What do you guys think about that? Reset is here. U.S. won't let China be first. Yeah, believe it or not, I got something really good on that too from Trump's tweet. I actually retweeted it. Huge shout out to Montana Crypto Love, dude. You're like a legend, bro. Thank you so much, dude. Crypto Love with the $10 bomb. It takes time to build an empire. Coins get pumped, no volume. 2010 10K worth of BTC is now worth 1.5 billion. A little time, a lot of dough. I know, what's the thoughts on that, Venture? As far as right now, Bitcoin is $10,000. I remember at the beginning of the year, though, Brad Garlinghouse, around the time Bitcoin was 3,500, and Brad Garlinghouse said he's long Bitcoin, and then Joe Katz come out and said that he wants to see all boats float. Was they dropping maybe a Brad come on the community that maybe we should diversify in the meantime?
No, just an olive branch.
Oh,
Just an olive branch to all the maxis. Maybe defuse the fighting.
Yeah, Green Stream big time. Yeah, 10,013 right there. XRP 4%. Matter of fact, maybe we'll go to a quarter right here in the stream. That'll be amazing. That would be amazing. I do got to go ahead, Venture.
I don't have any confidence in Bitcoin.
Oh, you don't have no confidence in Bitcoin.
No, I sold mine.
Oh, you got rid of your Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Get out of here. When was that?
It's been about 3 months now, probably.
Damn. So about 3 months ago, it was about 7,000, 6,000, 5,000. Now it's 10,000.
11,000.
11,000, 12,000, 14,000. BTC is the tide for now. So what did you do? So did you consolidate some of your cryptos, or did you consolidate anything else?
Yeah, I sold the Bitcoin and bought more XRP.
Okay, sold the Bitcoin and bought more XRP. No, I'm liking the way that's sounding.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Captain Crypto, I'm with you.
I just can't shake the feeling that Bitcoin was created as a
Crypto Love said he sold his Bitcoin also and bought some more. I sold my BTC also. Vet Purge gonna pump. What? I was thinking something similar the other day also, but it seems like a lot of people said they got rid of some Bitcoin, even bought some VeChain or some XRP. So, but then I see some other people saying maybe you shouldn't have done that also. So both ways on that one. Don GTO says distraction. M Grimes, stepping stone. What's your thoughts on that? I mean, I think, is that what you're saying is that is Bitcoin was a distraction and the stepping stone, and XRP, of course, is going to be a clear winner. But what about other cryptos? Because sometimes I do a morning show and I talk about other cryptos. Do you think there's going to be other cryptos that moon big time too, or is there going to be a select amount of few?
Sometimes you do a morning show and talk about other cryptos.
Diversification, and then you make fun of me.
Talk about those other cryptos on the XRP After Dark.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so yeah, fill me in. I'm kind of curious on that.
I think they're in the business of covering their tracks everywhere they go. I really do believe Bitcoin was created as a trial run to kind of work out some of the, look at this shiny coin, but don't look over here because we don't want you to know about this one yet. And I think other coins could have been created to just create the market.
Okay.
Once you've got the coders and once you've you've got it done, I mean, what difference does it make to create, let's create 10 more coins and muddy the water even that much more?
Oh no, K Mint says venture's not welcome on Mother's Day.
Why?
He said venture got kicked out on mother-in-law's day.
Oh, I see. On Mother-in-law's Day.
Yeah. He said mother-in-law kicked you out. Oh my God! No, let me stop. All right, let me stop.
Let's see, get up to 42 cents between now and then.
Oh Lordy. Okay, man, you got me on that one. He said read the post above, and then I went up there and looked for it, and then it said venture got kicked out on mother-in-law's day. I was like, oh my God, you guys are nuts. XRP After Dark. Guys, I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark. We do this show every single night at 7 p.m. I got the legend himself, Venture, on the show, pretty much talking about what his beliefs are on the global reset and his thoughts on this whole epidemic. So is the epidemic, I mean, let's talk about that, Venture. I mean, you can't hear Trump on this clip right here. Trump in this clip right here, he says, we're going to build the greatest economy in the world again. And then he says the economy is about to open any day, and we're going to be, I'm going to play this clip. It's like 30 seconds.
There is a win. We're going to build a country. I did it once. 2 months ago, we had the greatest economy in the history of the world, the best employment numbers we've ever had.
He said a few months ago we had the greatest economy in the world, and the numbers were better than they ever have been. And then he goes into saying,
Say this, we're going to do it again, and that's what we're starting. And I view these last couple of days as the beginning.
And these last couple of days are the beginning. So he says, Trump says he's like ready to flip this switch, and the economy is going to be better than ever. I mean, is he selling us a dream, or is it like, I think that when they flip the switch, I really think this economy is going to make a comeback like we've never seen.
Well, people still need and want to make money. And if they can get all this crap behind us, the stock market probably will rage.
But I think they're manipulating the economy, because I seen, the thing is, I was going to tweet them on my Facebook, but I didn't want to depress people, so I sent them to my Facebook. Because when I look at stuff like that, for example, really quick, the guy from BlackRock today came out and said that he believes we're in the, about to go into the greatest recession and depression. And then right above that, there was another article from, I don't know, from the guy from the board of the Federal Reserve says, the economy's in the worst slump ever. But at the same time, it's bringing the value of stocks down. I think they're manipulating the economy, and then the second Trump flips the switch, this is a way for rich people to take advantage of down prices right now. I mean, does that make sense? Or, I mean, am I right or wrong here? Or Phil, what's your thoughts?
If I had a gun to my head and had to say my real feelings,
okay,
I think Trump and Putin and Ng and other world leaders are in the process of destroying private bankers.
Okay.
Taking out the Fed. I think that's what all this spending is about. Finally breaking them. There's too much spending, and now clearly it's a broken system, and it may be time to go to a national printing of currency backed by the U.S. government, not a Federal Reserve note payable by the Federal Reserve, which is, 8 of the biggest banks in the world, 5 of which are in Europe.
Okay.
So why are we giving some private company, which is what it is, the authority and the congressional authority to print money when we can print money on our own?
That's a good question. What's your thoughts?
I think you buy the remaining 50% of XLM and make it a U.S. digital dollar.
Okay. Ventures on the move.
Trying to water my lawn while we do this. Things are dying.
Seems like you're getting a really good tan out there. You've been out in the sun a lot. What have you been doing? Like a lot of stuff. You've been out in the sun a lot.
No, I'm just as white as ever.
From here, it looks like you've been on vacation.
My legs are whiter than my shirt.
Good Lord. So
been no vacations.
So what about the run on the bank we were talking about earlier? Why is the banks closed? Why is it that we can't get into these banks? What is going on with this economy?
Have you done any homework about? Hey, here's an old friend.
Oh, don't show me.
Oh, hey,
Here's Emma.
Hey, Emma, what's going on?
Hi, how are you?
Great, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
How
Wait, yeah.
you liking this whole social distancing thing?
I think it's stupid. I miss my friends.
Oh, for real, school shut down, right?
Yep.
So what, is school shut down for the rest of the year now, right?
Yeah.
They did in Arizona.
Oh, that sucks. So they basically went straight into summer vacation, right?
I don't care. What does mom think? What does mom think? Oh.
Uncle Buster says the Fed will be absorbed into the Treasury. What's your thoughts on that, Venture? Because I'm telling you guys, from this Bush clip right here that I played earlier,
Financial security of the American people.
this is for Bush. Aggressive action needed to save banks. This began in 2008. It's a power move by Steve Mnuchin, Bush Sr., great Prescott Bush, the grandfather, and it all boils down to this moment in history, I believe, as exactly what Uncle Buster is saying. The Fed will be absorbed into the Treasury. Now, you're saying, why have the Treasury print the money when we can do it ourselves? I mean, is that what you're saying, Venture?
Now, how much homework have you done, if any at all, on Jasara?
On who?
On Jasara.
Who's that?
It's legislation that was actually signed by Bill Clinton.
So you're saying it goes back even before Bush?
Have you
Oh man, you guys are crazy. M. Grimes, you're nuts, bro. Oh man, now it boiled down to, one thing I can say is, I guess Venture will click back in here. I think we lost Venture. Will come right back in. I really don't want to get into it too much, but I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll wait for the story. I'll wait for the story. I have a hell of a story to tell. That's for sure. Cesar is a global debt jubilee. Matter of fact, while we're waiting for Venture really quick, guys, watch this clip right here from Bush from 2008 real quick. Now, watch this. It's kind of ironic.
Our nation is dealing with a serious financial crisis.
You guys can hear it.
Over the past month, Americans have witnessed fast-moving events involving complicated financial issues. I know many of you are concerned about your finances. So this morning I want to tell you how we are addressing the uncertainty in our economy. The federal government has responded to this crisis with systematic and aggressive measures to protect the financial security of the American people. These actions will take more time to have their full impact, but they are big enough and bold enough to work. The primary focus of our efforts is addressing.
One thing he says is big enough and bold enough to work. That's the same thing Trump, guys, he's almost echoing the same exact thing Trump says. Big enough, bold enough, eject money into the banks, save the banks.
The underlying problem behind the freeze in our credit markets.
Freezing the credit markets.
Earlier this month, Congress passed bipartisan legislation authorizing the Treasury Department to use up to $700 billion to help banks rebuild capital.
Now, this is exactly what Venture was talking about, the $700 billion bailout, the TARP bailout created by Bush. This is the first time where the government decided to basically become a part of the banks. Because up until this point, like Venture was saying, it was a free market. We always had a free market. Now, there was a bailout that combined the banks and the private sector and the government at this point.
This week, I announced that the Treasury will use a portion of that money to inject capital directly into banks by purchasing equity shares. This new capital will help banks continue making loans to businesses and consumers. In addition, the Treasury will use part of the $700 billion to purchase some of the troubled assets that are weighing down banks' balance sheets and clogging the financial system. This extraordinary effort is designed with one overriding purpose: to help banks get loans flowing to American consumers and businesses so they can create jobs and grow our economy.
Grow the economy.
I know many Americans have reservations about the government's approach.
Let me see. We're trying to get Venture back in here right now. But guys, is he echoing? I should start video. Okay, there you go. Guys, is he echoing the same thing Bush said? Venture, I just played the clip for him while I was waiting for you to come back, where Bush is announcing the TARP program, the 700 billion bailout. How they're basically going to buy all the troubled assets from the banks. Now, when they buy them troubled assets, that pretty much gives the banks the, that's kind of like lets them know, hey, no matter what, we're going to bail you out. Do it again. I mean, they were kind of like setting this event up to happen again. I mean, right? Because you said there was a bail. Can you hear me, Venture? That's when it all started. ZXR right there. Can you hear me?
Approach, especially about allowing the government to hold shares in private banks.
Bam. Letting the government hold shares in private banks. This is the day history changed right here, guys. This is the day it began. Because up until this point, government could not hold interest in private banks. There was a free market. Now, this is when, it all changed.
As a strong believer in free markets, I would oppose such measures under ordinary circumstances.
Venture,
You got me?
Yep, Venture, you would not believe it. He echoed the same thing you just said. Bush said that, that he would really oppose, injecting this capital in the banks and buying the banks' bad debt. And basically, he said, we're normally a free market. He says, let me say.
Believer in free markets, I would oppose such measures under
We have to
ordinary
abandon those
circumstances.
principles to save it.
Yeah, he said under normal measures, I would oppose such movements, but this is necessary, or these banks are going to collapse. So this was kind of like
Right.
overstepping their bounds at that moment to create like a partnership between private sector and banking sector, right? I'm on it, guys. I've been down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. Any of you heard of
What was that name?
Allied Bank?
What was it? Cesar, you said? Or
What?
what was you saying, Venture? I'm all with you.
Have you heard of Allied Bank?
Allied Bank. I've heard of it.
Yeah. Well, before 08.
Captain Crypto. I'm sorry, Venture. Go ahead. I read a comment.
Before 08, it did not exist.
Okay.
So, you remember they decided to bail out the auto industry too.
It's called Allied Bank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So what happened is General Motors was in serious trouble.
Okay.
You may remember cash for clunkers and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember Cash for Clunkers. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah. They were trying to help out the automobile industry any way they could. Well, I'm sure you remember GMAC financing from years ago. When you go to the Chevy store and buy a car, they get you a loan with GMAC financing.
Okay.
That was their financing arm for
Okay.
General Motors. Well, in 08, it didn't sit well with everybody that they were bailing out the car industry, and they dang sure didn't feel like they should bail out GMAC.
Okay.
So they ended up bailing out GMAC as well. So what happened is immediately, just like coronavirus, it got remarketed as COVID-19. Now all that bad media press that was out there about the coronavirus,
Okay.
people were looking for COVID-19 now, and they didn't want that old stuff coming up when it looked like China had lied. And so what happened is they immediately rebranded GMAC financing as Allied Bank. So when you went and bought your new Chevy, and they told you we got you approved at Allied Bank, you didn't know it was GMAC, the one that just got the bailout of your tax dollars.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
There's a lot of things about that whole story. Most people don't even know what happened.
Yeah, Mr. Big Man says I financed my car with Ally. Ally. Whoa, we got a couple Ally customers in here. That's Ally's bigger than we thought. Dan Carney, car payment Ally. Mr. Big Man says Ally also. Wow, that's amazing. That's ironic.
Well, remember what I told you, that AIG, that insurance company, they made them a bank overnight
Yeah.
so that they could give them money.
Oh yeah.
And they just structured whatever they needed to structure Had some attorneys stay up late at night, create whatever documentation they needed to, so here's the deal. Have you ever heard of a credit default swap?
Fill me in.
So a credit default swap, in 1906, the United States had a major meltdown on Wall Street, and almost another, like the Depression of.
No, I think he's still here. I think he's still here. Guys, I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark. Guys, we got Venture. This is live stream, so he is on his iPhone, I believe. So I believe it'll reconnect. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. If you guys can smash some thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Thank you big time for being here, guys. You guys keep making me laugh during the stream. Mr. Big Man Dan Carney, XRP Collector, also is with Ally. Ron P, good to see you, bro. How you been? Edward Franz, Ally was my floor plan at the dealership I worked at. Damn, so this is much bigger. Edward Franz says, we lost Venture completely that time. I believe I'll come right back in here. Ally was my floor plan at the dealership I worked at, said Edward Franz. Montana Crypto Love. Damn, dude, you're like a one-man army, bro. Much love to you, dude. I'm going to have to get like a little bit of Montana Crypto Love. Send me your, if you send me your address to, or wherever you want me to send you a mug to, man, I want to send you something, dude. Follow the money. Follow the money 2020 at gmail.com. Montana Crypto Love, dude. Send me your P.O. box or something. I'm going to send you something. A surprise from me to you, bro, because you've been like a major supporter. I can't thank you enough. Gotta go. Much love, fam. Thank you, CKJ. You're the man. Can't wait for the next stream. Montana Crypto Love, thank you so much. Guys, I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark. It looks like we lost Venture again. He has the link to come back in, but it's the green stream, guys. Bitcoin passed $10,000. Ethereum is pumping 5% right now. Let me see. It looks like Bitcoin Cash 5%. Everything is like really pumping really good right now. Tezos 278, 233. Let's see about ERD. Let's see what ERD's doing. You gotta be joking me, ERD. What about ALGO? Let's look at our staking tokens real quick. See if there's any okay, 3% on that right there, so that's not bad right there also. Thank you, Crypto Love, dude. If you send me your address, bro, I'll make sure I send you like a mug or a shirt or something. I don't know. It looks like we have Venture on the show. I think we've been over an hour anyway too. I'll leave this open really quick. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Crypto Love, dude, definitely, bro. I got you big time. I'm trying to get Bullish Mug, XRP Collector. You're the man. Oh, Jim Van Gel, you're a legend, Jim. Thank you big time. I want to give you a shout out anyway, Jim, for the other night. Where's Jim go? Ally is Jimmy Johnson's sponsor in NASCAR. Damn, so that is huge. Ally is Jimmy Johnson's sponsor in NASCAR, so they actually really became a big company. Smash that like, people. Zeal staking is coming. I'm going to have to jump on that. XRMR 12% today. Shout out to Tell Some Crypto. XFin is pumping. I know I wish I would have found XFin at an earlier date. What up, XRP Lava? Guys, this is what I want to say really quick. If you watch this book right here, this is the part where this is where the economy, this is where they made their power move, guys. Because George Bush is Yale skull and bones. I said it. His father was in Yale. Steve Mnuchin is from Yale. The Yale Endowment just put $300 million in crypto. They know what's coming. They made a power move back in 2008 to take over the banks, take over the Fed, and you see that right here.
Especially about allowing the government loans flowing to American consumers and businesses so they can create jobs and grow our economy. I know many Americans have reservations about the government's approach, especially about allowing the government to hold shares in private banks.
See, up until this point, the government cannot hold shares in private banks, so now they do. And now that the banks are bailed out and they've bought all the banks' bad debt, now it's time for the global reset to implement globalization, because you cannot continue to do the same thing over and over without having the right tools. And the tools now is cryptocurrency. So,
as a strong believer in free markets, I would oppose such measures under ordinary circumstances. But these are no ordinary circumstances.
No, we lost it.
Had the government not acted, the hole in our financial system would have grown larger.
I don't know about that. If the government not acted, the hole would have grown larger. But I am going to leave it with this one right here too, guys. And I truly believe this really, really quick. Oh, Frank McGillicuddy, you're a legend, dude. Thank you big time for the super chat. Yeah, guys, we are streaming later tonight because I had Venture on the show. But this is what I believe. I believe they shut down the economy because they're implementing this internet of value. China says they've got their currency ready. There's no way they're going to supersede what we're doing. And if you follow me on Twitter, I showed you that earlier. But anyway, Trump says that this is my belief right here.
One way or the other, but I'll tell you where there is a win. We're going to build a country. I did it once. 2 months ago, we had the greatest economy in the history of the world, the best employment numbers we've ever had in history, right? I mean, everybody agrees. Even CNN agrees with that one. But I will say this, we're going to do it again, and that's what we're starting. And I view these last couple of days as the beginning. We're going to build the greatest economy in the world again.
So basically, guys, what I'm saying right there is also, I wish I would have pulled them up. Basically, think from BlackRock. What they're doing, guys, is as of right now, BlackRock, which is the largest asset manager in the world, Fink, and the Fed Reserve, they're basically flooding the market down to where stocks and value, everything dropped big time. The second, they're making a power move. And the second Trump says, okay, the economy's back open, guess what? The stock market's going to skyrocket. The crypto market's going to skyrocket. These guys that invest in the market right now know the economy's about to come back harder than ever and better than ever. And they're going to benefit big. They're going to benefit big time. And guess what? So are we. Damn right. Frank McGillicuddy, you're a legend. Guys, we also started the Bullish Telegram. So we got a Bullish Telegram group, guys. Also, shout out to Viking. He helps me oversee that Telegram group right there. And guys, also link in the description for the Bullish Network. We actually got another YouTube channel called the Bullish Network where I drop a video very early every morning on that channel. So you guys want to check that channel out. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. So thank you big time for the love on that channel. Frank McGillicuddy, you're the man, bro. Much love to you. XRP Lava. He's always... You guys are wild. Elwer Franz, Frank McGillicuddy, guys, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Please smash some thumbs up, hit that subscribe. If I don't, I might see you guys in the Bullish Telegram tonight. If not, I'll see you guys on Start Your Day with CKJ at 11 a.m. EST. 11 a.m. EST. Does this camera work right here? Let me see. I don't think it's going to work like that. Nah, it's not going to work. I cannot believe Venture put me on Front Street like that. That was insane, wasn't it? That was insane. I said, no way. Oh, Lordy. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, thank you big time, Rose. M. Grimes, Mr. Luck 420. Have a great night, everybody. XRP Crypto, you're the man, bro. Dan Carney, yeah, called me out. It's a long story, guys. I mean, it's a simple story. It's a simple story, but my life, you know, a lot of changes have happened in my life in the last 4 months, that's for sure. But it's all for the better. You know why? Because I believe we all got a gift. And this year we're going to let our gift out. And we're going to take big leaps of faith. We're going to make things happen. We're pioneers in the internet of value. And it's coming. I can see the frustration on Venture a little bit. But guess what? It's coming, guys. Damn right. We're out of here. We're out of here. We're out of here. Chuck Real. Much love, Chuck. Dan Carney. Don GTO. Frank McGillicuddy. You're the man. Crypto Love. Much love to you. I will see you guys at 11 a.m. EST. Thank you, Rose. Don GTO. The Bill Collector. The Bill Collector. XRP Crypto. The greatest wealth transfer in the history of mankind. CKJ the Standard. XRP Crypto. You're a legend, bro. You're a legend. You're a legend. XRP Crypto. Oh, Dan Carney. Oh, dancing. Damn right. Bullish family number one. Jay Kills. Jake. Oh, yeah. That's right. Green Stream. Whoa, 9999. Much love. I'll see you guys bright and early.